guests. Let's welcome the Honorable Commissioner for the Environment and Water Resources, Mr. Tukumbo.
Henceforth, there will be zero tolerance for all forms of environmental infractions. We are seeking to keep Lagos clean during this Salah period as we prepare for Salah festivities, which comes up in a few days' time. As we all know, it is a major festival for all adherents of the Islamic faith. During the festival, a lot of waste will be generated through slaughtering of rams and other types of livestock. We, however, want to urge Lagosians and all residents to maintain a clean and hygienic environment, especially around homes, markets, and worship centers. All generated waste should be sorted, bagged, and handed over to the approved PSP operators across all the wards of the state. We also want to urge Lagosians to patronize only approved PSP operators. Every household and business must patronize the assigned private sector participation operators, that's PSP operators, for the proper waste collection. We do not want Lagosians to patronize illegal waste collectors or cart pushers. That is what the provision of the law states, and that is what we are seeking to enforce henceforth. We are also appealing to Lagosians to pay up their waste bills. This timely payment of your waste bills supports the system and ensure consistent service from the PSP operators. The polluter pay principle applies here. Those who generate waste must take responsibility for its proper disposal. Every resident must, as a matter of law and order, realize that all residents or tenements must pay their waste bills to keep the PSP operators in business. We also want to discourage the dumping of refuse or solid waste in the drains, medians, or setback. Every illegal dumping in the drains and the public spaces causes flash flooding, endangers public health, and defaces our city, the city of Lagos, and our state, Lagos State. It is strictly prohibited and under active surveillance by the Loma team and the task force and the largest team under Major Code surveillance. We also want to ask Lagosians to desist from dumping building materials on the drains or on the roadside during construction processes. All such contravening structures will be sealed up and the owners will be prosecuted. As you all know, there is a total ban on open defecation or open urination. Apart from the health implication for the citizenry, open defecation also falls short of human decency. Free public and private toilets are available across the state, and at the last count, we have about 8,710 public toilets statewide. And we urge Lagosians to make use of these toilets when they are pressed. We are also trying to re-emphasize the ban on open trade and street trading. This ban is in place because it's a position of the law. No forms of trading will be allowed on the road, the median, open spaces, and walkways meant for pedestrians. Anyone caught will be prosecuted. And I can say to Lagosians, in the past 1 year, we have prosecuted about 3,765 people for this unlawful act. We also want to appeal to Lagosians and all residents of Lagos that we have put in place our surveillance and enforcement operations, which are very active. Operatives from the Ministry of Environment and Water Resources, CAI, Loma Surveillance and the Task Force Surveillance Team are fully operational across the state. Offenders are being apprehended daily, and there is a new commitment to prosecute, name and shame those convicted. Lagosians must also know that there are stiff penalties for offenders now. Anyone caught dumping refuse illegally or littering the environment with refuse faces up to 250,000 naira fine or up to 3 months imprisonment under the Lagos State Sanitation Law provisions. Serial offenders, however, will face stiffer punishments. I don't think it is worth for you to risk it. We also want to tell Lagosians that if your PSP operators fails in any way to collect your waste, kindly report them to Loma or the ministry through the following Loma outline channels: 080 000, then Loma after it. That is 080 000 52962 or 0708 060 1020. Kindly write down these numbers and reach out to Loma or the ministry with them if your PSP operators fail in any way to cut the waste. The World Environment Day will be celebrated on June 5th. June 5th is just 2 days away. With the theme, Ending Plastic Pollution. This year's theme excites some of us. We as a state are committed to ending the scourge of plastic waste in our state. There is no going back on this commitment. The July 1 deadline for the commencement on the enforcement of ban on single-use plastics after the 18-month moratorium to producers, distributors, and users. We are also stepping up our advocacy for our citizenry to be well aware of the ban. It may be painful, but it's about the only way we can go now, which is a follow-up to that of the ban on styrofoam food packs. Thank you all. Be consistent with our advocacy, our messaging, and then our enforcement. It's a very indecent way to behave, especially when you have, like I have said, about 1,710 public toilets statewide. But some persons have chosen to do it their own way, and their own way cannot be the acceptable way. So thank you for commending us for the enforcement. We shall not drop the ball on the enforcement. We have also undertaken to continue ramping up the advocacy. Advocacy, advocacy, advocacy. Messaging, messaging, messaging. They can't be too much. And then we are attaching very strong consequences to that bad, indecent behavior. So don't also forget that the state has about 22 million people. It's a mega city. It's a city that grows every day. People come in to stay. So it's when we are consistent with the actions we are taking, then we should not expect a result overnight. I'm a realist. The result will come over time. It's like a man that goes into a gym to drop his weight. It's an infinite project. You can't drop weight overnight. You'll be shocked. You may be going every 30 minutes. But over time, you see the result of what you have undertaken to do. So that's the same way we should see these projects. It's a life-changing advocacy. And be rest assured, we shall not drop the ball on it. And by the way, the government is also trying to add up to the public toilets we have this year by building national toilets, about 150 public toilets. are in the works. Titi, you asked the question with respect to the environmental sanitation. The Executive Council of the state had approved the return of the exercise. And I know for a fact that we are working on the logistics, whilst the mandate from the governor is ramp up the messaging, ramp up the advocacy, let it trickle down a lot, let there be enough consciousness amongst the citizens why you are bringing it back. And I know very soon the governor will determine when we should commence it. It's something that we have to just do. We have no choice, and we have to do it, and we're going to do it. You also spoke about those that we've been apprehending and prosecuting. That are we sure is enough? You see, I believe when the law makes provision, the least you can do is stick to the provision of the law and enforce the law. If people have chosen to be badly behaved, let them know there are consequences for bad behavior. And once you attach those consequences and you enforce the consequences for bad behavior, in a matter of time, there will be behavioral change. It won't happen overnight because they are set in their ways. And like I always ask people, how will a reasonable person wake up in the morning, takes his waste from his house, and drop same waste in the drainage system or on the median? A reasonable, sensible person. But that is what we are contending with. And it's not limited to anybody or any social class. You see them come in their very fanciful vehicles. If they can buy fuel, but they are ready to free ride the system and not pay for normal service. It just tells you the mindset of some of our people. But it's enough, and enough is enough. Bertrand, you asked about the ban on cart pushers. The ban had not been lifted, and we are enforcing daily. What we also do is, after we sum up the collections, the seizure for a while, we now do a press briefing to destroy them. In the past few months, in the past few weeks, in the past few days, you must have noticed an increased activity along that line, because we found out those cart pushers are the ones usually they use, take the dump, take the refuse, go and drop them at unlawful sites. And we're working on that on a daily basis. You also spoke about the abattoir. The abattoir is a collaboration that has to do with the Ministry of Agric and Food Security. And they usually inform us of the environmental implications. You can't site abattoir anywhere. You have to be licensed. So if you see any of those things, kindly speak up. Let us know. Then we inform them, and then we take steps from the Ministry of Environment to be sure they are in sync with the laws of the state. Thank you, Bertrand. Esther, you asked a question with respect to street trading. You see, we all know the problem, but it's about finding a solution. And in finding a solution, you can't close your eyes to your realities. Most African states or countries, most third world developing countries, name them in Asia, India, Pakistan, Lagos, Accra, Senegal, you see people trade on the street. However, when your law provides that this is not allowed, and they give them the rules of engagement, you won't say you allow them to take laws into their hand. And that's why I said, in the past 1 year, we've prosecuted 3,700 plus for these bad behaviors. Now, what is the role of the local government? They are a third tier of government. Ours is to collaborate with them. And in fairness, we collaborated with most of them. Some of them, for reasons best known to them, actually issue tickets to them. But are those tickets lawful? When there's a clear ban on the activity. So that is why the messaging is very key for us. The advocacy is very key for us. And the ban will be enforced. It's a state. That's what you know what they call the state. What they call the Ijoba, government. Do it according to the laws of the land. And then you tell them why you're doing it. Whilst you're doing that, you should not also close your eyes to the messaging. It will take a while. It's like a child that is used to a pattern. To win that child of that pattern, you have to hold the carrot to incentivize the child, and then you dangle the stick to say, you have to do this. And it comes with time. You spoke about, yes, we've always made that provision, and you can bear witness that we are one of the very few states that once the NIMET forecast comes out, we hold our press conference, we ramp up advocacy, and we know those peculiar areas in the states, and they are aware. We've been engaging them, and they usually vacate those periods, because you see, as a coastal state, Lagos have three essential challenges. Existential, sea level rise is real to us. Excessive rainfall is real to us. And then excessive heat is real to us. We can't deny those things. It's science proven. So what we have to do is to prepare all year round. Not just with the infrastructure, but the people. Let them take ownership. The messaging, the advocacy. So we always ready for that. And it's whatever happened in Mokwa is a message to all of us that we need to do much more with respect to our environment. We can't keep playing the ostrich. These things are real. It's global. And we must prepare for it. Prepare for the worst, hope for the best. Hope that answers your question. And Dayo, you spoke about pedestrian bridges. Major Code is here. We are enforcing. They are pedestrian bridges. They are not meant for trading, or they are not meant to accommodate towns or anybody. So we shall ramp up the enforcement. It's statewide. We are also putting in place a lighting system for those pedestrian bridges. The file had gone for assessment with the appropriate Ministry of Energy to see how we can install solar-powered lights. Now, I beg with the beg now. As we say, we won't do Salah, so make we not say because we won't celebrate Salah, we go dirty the environment too. Now, beg, we the beg, say make we not throw na yama dirty for gutter. Now, beg, we for Lagos they beg, say make we not carry na yama waste, go put for roadside. Oh. If na put am, the yawa be say flood go start, and if the flood starts, it be go gas. So you understand that kind of thing. It means say the drainage could just block, and we know if we afford that kind of thing make it happen. When I expecting to happen for some part of the country, that one, no be because they no sabi o, na because climate change, no be talk, no be show matter. Climate change na real time matter, and all of us get to understand that. Rain go fall pass before, the sun go hot pass before, and water level go high. So it means say, as government they do their own, make we sef dey do our own. Make we tell our neighbors, make we tell our friends, tell our pikin dem, say Lagos don change o. If dem catch you, you go face court o. If you face court, if it happen from that side, we no go say because we wan satisfy some person, we go allow una destroy the state. Na this place be our home, and we love am. Thank you very much.
All the heads of agency are present, and all the directors present in the public service. On behalf of Lagos State Government, through the Ministry of Environment and Water Resources, I want to say thank you for showing up this early morning to listen to us and to hear our continual advocacy on the issues of environment And also, we want you to put that out to people in every space, whether it's on social media, on radios, and TVs, so that they know that this is not a joke anymore, that this is the biggest threat to our own living. And we have not established any other planet in the whole of the solar system. So let's keep the one that we have and make it habitable for all of us. We thank you for coming. God bless you.
Thank you very much for being